You're worried about buyer's remorse when you make a purchase of a home, you're not alone. Buyer's remorse is completely irregular for almost anybody who makes a purchase of almost any size. We've all been there. But typically speaking, those kind of purchases are ones that we make in a snap decision, and they're one and done. Real estate is one of the only purchases where we decide to make it, we write the contract, and then we take 30, 40, 45, 60 days before we actually own the property or what we bought. The weird thing that happens to us emotionally and mentally when this happens is that we start to overanalyze decisions that we made. Now, if there's any of you that have ever sat back, let's say it's, late night trying to go to bed, and you relive conversations or something that you decided to do, or maybe it was something you said to your kids or your spouse that you regret, this is normal. It's also normal when you make the decision to purchase something really large, investing the most amount of money you probably ever will into one single thing. The problem with real estate is that you have a long time to think about it before the process is done. The first thing to understand is that it's completely normal. That is why moving up front, you need to have that working list of, does the monthly payment work for our budget? Can we pull it off? Second, do we like the home? Do we feel that eventually, because remember, anytime you go to a new space, it takes an adjustment. Because remember, anytime you move to a new space, it takes adjustment. Think about the last time you bought a different car. We'll call it a new car, even if it was a used car. You couldn't remember what it looked like when you walked to the parking lot. You didn't know where all the buttons were, but eventually it became second nature and worn in. Same thing happens with houses. You will adjust to it and it will feel like home. The idea is looking at that list of, do I like it? Does it work and fit our budget? Did we make a good enough deal that we can afford it monthly? If so, then you did fine. And just know up front that almost every buyer of a home has second guessed, I guess we could have gotten an extra $300 from the seller here. Or maybe we should have looked again at that other one, even though it wasn't in the same area and neighborhood that we liked as much, but we could have gotten it for 10 grand cheaper. Would that have been a smarter option? We all rethink decisions after we've made them. My advice to you, knowing that this is completely normal and watching it 3,000 times, let it go. Love your new place and commit to it, and you will do just fine.